fantastic tool that we found and we utilize heavily at Raw Selection is by Ken Blanchard's Situational Leadership. Now, this for a first-time leader to a 20, 30-year experienced leader, manager in a recruitment business, albeit in any business, is a fantastic tool to know what and when to do. There's a big movement which has been going on for the last 15, 20 years with regards to micromanagement. And one of the reasons I believe that this happens is because people step in when they shouldn't step in, and people jump in and create structure around things when what they actually need to be doing. If they use this model, then you quite simply are able to know when and how to step in and what to do. I'll give you the perspective. So this situation, well, I'll give you the overview. Situational leadership, there's S1, S2, S3, and S4. S1 is typically used when somebody is in a brand new task. They haven't done that task before, they've not done X, Y, and Z, and therefore we need high direction, low support. So what is high direction? High direction is tell. If you wish, micromanagement. But if it's the first time you've ever done anything, then someone needs to tell you what to do. You would argue that they also need to support you through that process. And I agree. But what they need to do is do this. Great. Low support. What is support? Support, in simple terms, is the clapping, the praise, and the recognition of a job well done. Now, when I say support, I mean detail, not good job, because good job doesn't give anybody any recognition of what they've done. Let me give you an example. If someone in your organization has billed the biggest fee you've ever seen in the business, and you go up to them and go, good job, that's not good enough. Good job is shit. John, I recognize how hard you've had to work for that. I admire your guile to go out there, work a really senior profile, get them into an organization and get a placement. I know that this hasn't come off just working one person at this level. This has come from consistent outreach of seniority beyond where the business is, and you've managed to raise the standards, raise the bar of the organization, where previously the biggest fee was 30K, now it's 50K or 100K or 200K. Whatever it would be is that recognition of good job versus what I've just said, the person's going to come out a lot more motivated. You must reward and praise the behaviors and actions that led to the outcome, not the outcome. Otherwise, everyone focuses on the outcome. And when you get the outcome, it isn't as good as what you thought. But if you want to drive the behaviors in your team, then support is a key area, but detailed feedback support is what I'm talking about. So S1 is high direction, telling, low support. S2 is high direction, high support, because they are still learning the process of what they need to do, and they are going along those steps. But you are still telling, yeah, you need to do this, yes, you need to do that. The difference is you're praising the actions, behaviors that they've done to achieve the end goal. So if somebody's process is, let's say, a BD call, and you've gone through all the steps of the BD call, high direction, training, development, this all has to come first, then they're taking the actions and you're like, right, make these calls, do this, do this, do this, do this. Brilliant. Then next step is, great, you've done the action, this went really well, this went really well, this went really well, this needs improvement, this needs improvement, this needs improvement. Okay, so high direction, high support. S3 is low direction, high support. This is where they're capable of doing the actual task to a level. You are giving them some direction, probably 1 point versus 6 points of support, and you're saying, this has been done really well, this has been done really well for this reason, this reason, this reason, this reason. Great work on this action, that action, this action. What I would change is this, and maybe that. So you're loading more praise and more support than you are direction. Level 4 is autonomy. So let's say that you've got a top performer in your business. I don't actually believe that autonomy comes in its truest sense with a lot of things. But let's say you've got a top performer in your business. They're consistently outbilling everybody. I don't think you're going to be driving and diving into their calls and doing the feedback. That might not be their biggest challenge. That might be the biggest challenge at the moment is actually winning an account and new focus. They have autonomy over how they operate, how they run, and that's how that works. If you use this model when thinking about what information do I need to share with the individual, you will have better performance from your employees, and you'll have a system in your own head of how do I do this? And also, when you become a manager of managers, you can teach this system and they can use that process. And therefore, they'll be able to go, right, does this person need S1, S2, S3, or S4 leadership at this point? Have they done this task before? No, it's always S1. They've done this task before on numerous occasions, they're going to need S2. And you move people through the channel so that they progress from S1, S2, S3, S4. Some people will progress faster, some people will progress slower. It's your job as a leader to help them progress on that basis and give them the level of direction and or level of support that they need. A lot of managers get stuck in S1 and are always tell. They don't ever get to S3 where it's praise, support, praise, little bit of direction. And a lot of managers jump from S1 to S4 and they don't do the S2 and S3, and therefore people aren't actually efficient and coherent in what they should be doing. They're actually not doing their job properly, but you gave them the freedom or autonomy because frankly you can't be asked and you've got better things to do. Bad leadership. I hope this helps. Share this with the model with your team so they know what you're doing to help them and they can give you feedback. Sometimes people think they're S4 before they should be, but challenge their thinking and challenge their development. If you're open with regards to communication on how you run and how you work, it will help your business leadership, your business grow, and your development move faster than trying to keep all the tools to yourself, not telling your team you're using them, and then maybe them being confused on what the hell you're doing and why things have changed. But I hope this helps. It certainly helped me. There's a book called Situational Leadership, The 1 Minute Manager by Ken Blanchard. If you want to read about it further, it's probably one of the most famous leadership management starter books that there is out there.